To celebrate my 30th commentary, as well as my 23rd birthday, we'll be looking at this video from Undoomed. What's interesting is the Undoomed video that we'll be responding to is his response to the same girl I defended in my first commentary. The commentary in question also being in response to Undoomed.
The best way to tell whether I've dyed my hair recently is just how much pink is on my fingertips.
Or we could just acknowledge the fact that you're a feminist and there are no feminists without hair color.
Oh God, Rage After Storm flashbacks.
I know I have the nose ring and the problem glasses. I basically look like an undercover SJW.
Thanks, Undoomed. You're a real pal, you know that.
Either way, what was the point of saying that?
Hair makes you look like a hooker. I like it.
Trust me, it was either a response to Undoomed or a response to Ranting Monkey's response of this same video. The reason why I didn't choose Ranting Monkey is because A, he's not worth more than one response from me, and B, the monkey didn't cause the girl I'm defending to delete her video because of how scared she was, which made all of the painful memories of Undoomed's first response to this girl come pouring back.
I haven't heard the term friend zone in a good couple of years, probably because the majority of people who use it are 14-year-old boys.
Because 14-year-old boys are really getting all the action. Wait, that's not right. Maybe it was the other way around. You really think that's the main concern of a 14-year-old? Get the fuck out of here.
Are we playing the non-sequitur game? Ew, I want to play too. Here's mine. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
And if you've been here any longer than, I would say, a year, you've probably figured out by this point, I am not a 14-year-old boy. Mum and Dad, if you're watching this, I know, I'm sorry, it's a shock. I should have told you another way. It's just really hard.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. You almost made soda come out of my nose. That was hilarious. Please do it again.
Sheesh. And they say feminists have no sense of humor. But seriously, that's the exact same thing I say whenever I watch one of your videos, including the one from New Year's Eve 2015 where you called the girl in this video shit for brains, among other middle school insults, while offering no substantive counter-arguments to her video except, well, some feminists are shit, therefore you're shit because you're a feminist.
But I came across it the other day and it just reignited all of my anger.
Feminists can be angry? I didn't know that.
Yeah, idiots spewing misinformation tends to do that to us.
For this weird concept, this weird way of boys, primarily boys, making themselves into a victim of friendship. I don't understand.
Aw, that's okay. I'm here to explain it to you.
Mansplain, you mean? Uh-oh. I just used an anti-feminist trigger word. Here's what's gonna happen next.
The kind of people that I'm talking about are not the ones who, you know, maybe get a crush on their friend and then when their friend doesn't reciprocate, they're just a little bit sad about it. No, I mean the people who go into a friendship with someone with the intention of dating them, and then when that person's like, hey, I don't want to do that, I still like you as a person, they're like, well, fuck it, what's even the point in spending any time with you ever again, you goddamn fool.
Look, there are basically three alternatives here. 1, you say fuck it and get out of there. 2, you hang around like a little hound dog hoping for some pussy sometime in the next century. Or 3, you become a stalker. I would think number 1 is the best alternative. What do you think?
Most of your audience would pick number 3. The rest would pick number 2.
I think the reason that this upsets me so much as well is I love platonic friendship, and it really irritates me when people try and put that down to favour romantic relationships, because guys, you don't need to bone everyone all the time.
I dated her. Well, not really dated her, more metaphorically raped her by having a penis.
Okay, so if someone does want to bone you, they should pretend to be your friend? They should lie to your face? Is that what you're saying? Interesting, I've never heard that being put forth as a desirable trait before. But then again, that makes about as much sense as anything you're saying.
I have no idea how you make these weird leaps in logic from point A to point C. Try to at least be responding to what the person in the video is actually saying. I can tell you're clearly phoning it in for views at this point. Gotta make those Patreon bucks off angry young men who were probably at the Unite the Right rally, which I'm sure you won't cover, because as we all know, teenage feminists on the internet are a far bigger danger than the alt-right.
You can just be buddies, hang out. pet a dog, eat some pizza, have a fucking swell time without getting your genitals involved.
You know you're in for a good time when it's getting described as swell. Unless petting a dog is some sort of euphemism I'm not aware of. Why don't you tell me about that dog?
That's interesting. I would have thought you'd like a really swell time, since it's an old-timey slang word from back when mean were mean and them women folk knew their place. Seriously though, I can tell you've run out of things to say, and that Slender Man movie isn't going to be made because it's not profitable to do something positive as it is to generate outrage.
I have had it happen to me where I'm like, I'm really getting on with this person. We're having such a good time together. I feel like I've found a really good friend. And then they're like, so...
You wanna bang?
It's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny! It's not funny!
You want to date me?
Oh, okay, so they're a little bit more subtle is what you're saying.
And I'm like, no. And then they just vanish and they disappear. And it's like, all of their intentions were on one thing, and when they don't get it, it's like they just won't. It's really upsetting.
Oh, they don't want to be your bitch boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. The fuck is your problem? They found you attractive, they made their move, you weren't interested, and they moved on. If they wouldn't have had that self-respect, please tell me how this wouldn't have ended like a horror movie.
So, the only reason men and women should interact is for romantic or sexual purposes? You don't believe in men and women being friends, is that it? How do gay guys have male friends? How do lesbians have female friends? After all, we just want to shag the gender we're attracted to, right?
If you are friends with a girl and you have been nice to her and given her support,
then you are obligated to go on doing that forever.
Forgive my lack of enthusiasm in my rebuttal to Undoomed's points, but every one of his videos is the same. Find a feminist, preferably a young woman with a small channel, claim you're making a response video, then cut in every few seconds with pointless commentary.
she does not owe you sex or a relationship.
True, but he doesn't owe you friendship either. Do you see your hypocrisy yet?
It's more like, don't only befriend a girl with the hopes of getting laid. Unlike what you see in generic rom-coms, there is no magic love at first sight, and girls don't put up walls as a test for you to pass in order to date her. I think I understand where most of the pickup artist philosophy comes from. They learned everything about relationships from cheesy rom-coms, and assume that's how real relationships work, and base their whole game theory around that.
I see so many dudes being like, oh, I've been there for you for so long and now you won't suck my dick.
And you still want this asshole to be your friend? Isn't it good that the person is honest enough to show their true colors?
More like, it sucks that so many men are entitled little spoiled brats who can't change their actual behavior and mindset.
What the fuck is up with that? And it's like, calm down, Jeremy. She just doesn't like your penis.
Jeremy, that's the name we're going with, huh? Interesting choice.
Another pointless comment from Undoomed.
Girls are not like slot machines that you put friendship into until sex falls out.
Right, and men are not slot machines that you put nothing into and friendship falls out.
Oh no! Men being asked to change their perceptions! How horrible! Funny how anti-feminists claim to hate the stereotype that men only think about sex, but hate being asked to undo their own socializations into how the preconceived notions affect them too.
That is sometimes how it works, but not always. Actually, I don't think that she friend-zoned you. I'm pretty sure that you relationship-zoned her.
One question after another, which you ignore.
Yeah, whatever. The result is still the same. You gotta stop seeing each other. So, what was the problem again?
Male entitlement is the problem. Why is that so hard to understand? Oh wait, I know why. If you were actually honest about anything, your Patreon dollars from the Kekistani frogs would stop rolling in. I used to think anti-feminists didn't understand things, and were unwilling to understand because it clashed with their worldview. But I realize they do understand these things, but want to pretend they don't exist, because they like the patriarchal status quo, and realize they can use men's rights talking points to guilt-trip feminists and earn money off angry men who are upset that the game of life for straight white men has gone from very easy mode to easy mode.
Because she is not the one making these weird assumptions about your relationship. She's just being your bud.
Great. That's apparently not what the guy was looking for. So again, I ask you, do you want him to lie to you?
Once again, male entitlement. Men need to stop being so entitled.
So why can't you just be happy with that?
Hey, moron! Fucking moron!
There's just no way of getting through to people like this. They think they're the greatest human beings since Jesus or something.
Much of these guys are your audience. Careful there. Might be risking some Patreon bucks from the "but I'm such a nice guy" crowd.
They can't be happy with it because they're not happy with it.
That makes no sense. She's happy with friendship. The other person isn't. They can't just be friends because they're entitled pieces of shit. I guess self-reflection is a bit too much to ask, Not just for you, but for the dinguses in your audience.
And believe me, I get it.
No, you really don't.
Pointless interruption, number 6561.
I have been in the position of crushing on a friend so many times, and yes, it sucks when they don't feel the same way, but if you really love and care about that person like you say you do, either you will take some time away from them because you want your relationship to be able to continue,
or you realize you can't go on and it would just hurt both of you to continue this charade. Again, you fucking idiot. If you love someone, the first thing is to be honest.
And not to be so entitled when they don't drop everything to be with you. I keep repeating myself. This video is so fucking pointless. I'm not even annoyed, just frustrated at what a waste of time Undoomed videos are. That's the main reason why this is going to be the final Undoomed video I'm going to respond to. They're just special effects to dazzle a slack-jawed audience of mostly frustrated, socially awkward young men, and pointless interruptions to confirm their biases that there's this huge gynocentric conspiracy to keep white men down.
Or you just feel lucky enough that you get to have them in your life at all.
That doesn't sound like a doormat at all. Hashtag sarcasm.
Hashtag male entitlement.
It sucks when you have a crush on a friend, but don't make it their fault. They can't control their feelings just like you can't either, and you shouldn't get angry at them, and you shouldn't be making friends with someone just to bang them.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
This is pointless. This is why I moved away from responding to Undoomed videos. It was great practice for responding to anti-feminists who at least try to make an argument, but nothing more.
Because that's not, don't do that. No, don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy who's friendly to women they want to have sex with. Just walk up to them and ask, "You wanna bang?"
Or don't only see women as potential sex partners, and thus, don't only be friendly to women because you want to get laid. Just a thought.
In conclusion, the friend zone is a hot pile of garbage and isn't really a real thing, and if you are of any type of maturity, you can understand that people are complicated.
Oh, I think it's you who don't understand that people are complicated. And sometimes people will have desires that are not compatible with you, and the healthy thing to do then is to leave.
Fun fact, many times when you ask people to leave, it doesn't end there. Many of these men don't fucking get the hint and just keep going and going and going, like the entitled Energizer Bunny. When they finally do get the hint, they turn into men who whine behind cartoon avatars about how women are all stuck-up bitches who only date assholes and don't want to date nice guys like them, while they gather a legion of bitter entitled man-babies with zero social skills to harass random women they make reply videos to.
And you really shouldn't try and just put people in the box of friend or sex.
Okay, now you're confusing me. So you want people to mix that shit up? That's called fuck buddies.
Oh look, another mid-sentence interruption.
'Cause it's not that simple. I wish it was. I really do.
Sure you do. You just want your friends to stand by you regardless of what kind of an asshole you are. You should really have that checked out.
Yes, she's such an asshole for not wanting men to be so entitled. They think any woman they like needs to just fall at their feet. Maybe it's the men who need to change their behavior.
Also, a quick reminder that I'm having a gathering the weekend after next, so the 15th of July.
Can I come as your frenemy?
Instead, why not have a fan gathering of your own? Wonder why you didn't go to VidCon. I think I know why. People would know who you are, and so would your boss. Didn't you say you want to stay anonymous so you don't get fired over your little side hobby of harassing women for money? YouTube's demonetizing you guys quick, so you may get bored and go away.
And if you are around in London on the 15th, I would love to be able to give some of you hugs.
Aw, that'd be so nice, except I don't want to have sex with you, so fuck off.
Considering the video you made where you called our shit for brains,
if we get rid of the shit that women have to go through and the stupid stuff that people still believe about women.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What do people believe about women, and who are these people?
All the stupid stuff that people believe about men will disappear as well, because they are directly linked to each other.
Wow, you must live in some alternate reality where everyone just walks around believing stupid shit about each other. I do, however, believe that you have shit for brains.
I highly doubt she wants a hug from you.
Oh dear God, can we please not wipe our ass on camera? Talk about having a bug up your ass.
That's not funny, you sick fuck.
In conclusion, it's an Undoomed video. Just a bunch of pointless interruptions, bad arguments, completely pointless comments, nonsense rebuttals, and a little bit of flashy special effects in the beginning and end. I'm completely bored responding to this guy. His shtick of making these pointless response videos to small feminist channels and setting his minions to spam it with more stupid, pointless messages is so played out that I've been over it for months. I've been moving away from responding to these types of channels because I've realized my time could be better spent responding to channels that actually make original content and try to make some sort of argument, instead of just interrupting someone to say, "Nuh-uh, no it isn't." I have no doubt in my mind that someone will respond to this. Most likely this guy, or perhaps this guy. But I really don't care. I know what they're going to say, and I have more important things to do than get caught in a drama vortex. So with that, I'm done with Undoomed and his childish response videos.